Okay. What is a network? A network is a technology that connects computers or any other device. Okay. A network is not only about the the technology that connect computer. In the past, it's when you talk about network, you talk about only a computer network. It's like a translation. Computer network and network is the same. Today, no, because today, for example, you can have a camera in your own home or in your office that connects with this network, or you have a smartwatch that connects with the network. You have a key locker that connects it to the network. Okay, and this technology allows communication and collaboration between users. How does a network work? I will show a video. This video is not what happens. It's not so new. Okay, it's very old. However, it's a very good introduction about what is a network. It's an animation and try to explain how the internet works, okay? And show about what's the package, talk about a lot of concepts. But I like this video because it's easy to understand, okay? And help a lot when you need to explain complex concept in network field, okay? Okay, guys, pay attention. Is in Spanish, okay? I believe it help you. Okay, I have some problems. I don't know what happens. Give me a second. Can you hear the animation? Can you hear the move or not?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Por primera vez en la historia, la gente y las máquinas están trabajando juntos cumpliendo un sueño. Una unión de fuerzas que no conoce límites geográficos ni repara en raza, creencia o color. Una nueva era donde la comunicación verdaderamente lleva a unir a la gente. Esto es el amanecer en la red. ¿Quieren conocer cómo funciona? Haga clic aquí para comenzar su viaje hacia la red. ¿Sabe lo que pasa exactamente cuando hace clic en ese link? Usted inicia un flujo de información dentro del computador. Esta información viaja hacia su local propio de mensajería personal, donde un protocolo de comunicaciones, el señor IP, lo empaqueta, etiqueta y pone en camino. Cada paquete es limitado en su tamaño. El local de mensajería debe decidir cómo dividir la información y cómo empaquetarla. Cada paquete necesita una etiqueta describiendo información importante, tales como la dirección del remitente, del destinatario y el tipo de paquete que es. Debido a que este paquete en particular va dirigido a Internet, también recibe una etiqueta para el servidor proxy, el cual tiene una función especial como veremos más tarde. En este punto los datos abandonan nuestra máquina y salen hacia la red cableada de nuestra corporación. El paquete es lanzado hacia la red de área local, o LAN. Esta red es usada para conectar a todas las computadoras locales, impresoras, etc. La LAN es un lugar nada controlado y desafortunadamente pueden ocurrir accidentes. La carretera de la LAN está repleta con toda clase de información. Hay paquetes IP, paquetes Nobel, paquetes Appletop. Ahí va contra el tráfico como siempre. El router local lee las direcciones y si es necesario pone los paquetes en otra red. El router, símbolo de control en un mundo desordenado sin par. Así es él, sistemático, desinteresado, metódico, conservador, y en algunas veces no precisamente rápido, pero exacto, casi siempre. Cuando los paquetes dejan el ruteador, siguen su camino a través de la intranet o red corporativa. Adelante hacia el switch ruteador. Un poco más eficiente que el router, el switch router trabaja rápido y suelta los paquetes enrutándolos hábilmente por su camino, como una máquina de pinball digital si lo prefieren. Cuando los paquetes llegan a su destino, son recolectados por la interfaz de red para ser enviados al siguiente nivel. En este caso, el proxy. El proxy es usado por muchas empresas como un intermediario, con la función de establecer y compartir entre varios usuarios una única conexión de Internet y también por razones de seguridad. Como puede verse, todos los paquetes son de diferentes tamaños, dependiendo de su contenido. El proxy abre el paquete y busca la dirección web o URL. Dependiendo si la dirección es admisible, el paquete se enviará hacia Internet. Existen, sin embargo, algunas direcciones que no cuentan con la aprobación del proxy, según cómo haya sido configurado, de acuerdo a las políticas corporativas o de administración. Tales direcciones son inmediatamente ejecutadas. Este no es nuestro caso. Luego, nuestro paquete vuelve nuevamente a la ruta dentro de nuestra LAN. Próximo paso, el firewall. El firewall corporativo o local sirve a dos propósitos. Previene intromisiones más bien indeseables provenientes desde Internet y evita que información delicada de nuestro computador o de la empresa sea enviada hacia Internet. Una vez que pasa el firewall, un router recoge cada paquete y lo coloca en un camino o ancho de banda, como es llamado, mucho más estrecho. Obviamente el camino no es lo suficientemente amplio para llevar todos los paquetes. Ahora, tal vez se pregunte, ¿qué pasa con todos esos paquetes que no logran recorrer todo el camino? Bien, Cuando el señor IP no obtiene un recibo de que el paquete fue recibido a su tiempo debido, simplemente envía un paquete de reemplazo. Ahora estamos listos para entrar al mundo de Internet, una telaraña de redes interconectadas, la cual se extiende por todo el orbe. Routers y switch establecen enlaces entre las redes. La red es un ambiente completamente distinto de lo que podemos encontrar dentro de las paredes de nuestra red local o LAN. Allá afuera es el salvaje oeste. Abundante espacio, abundantes oportunidades. Las nuevas ideas encuentran suelo fértil que empuja el desarrollo de sus posibilidades. A causa de esta libertad, algunos peligros también pueden acechar. Nunca podemos saber cuándo encontraremos al terrible ping de la muerte, una versión especial del paquete ping normal de interrogación entre máquinas, con la que algún idiota intenta desquiciar servidores o incluso a nuestro propio PC. Las rutas o caminos que los paquetes pueden tomar son satélites, líneas telefónicas o incluso cables transoceánicos. No siempre toman el camino más corto, pero de cualquier modo llegarán allá. Tal vez es por eso que algunas veces es irónicamente llamada World Wide Web. Pero cuando todo trabaja sin problemas, podemos circunnavegar el orbe 5 veces en unos cuantos milisegundos. Y todo al costo de una llamada local o menos. Cerca del fin de nuestro viaje y encontrando el computador servidor en donde está la página web solicitada, encontraremos otro firewall. Dependiendo de nuestra perspectiva, el firewall puede ser un resguardo de seguridad o un terrible adversario, dependiendo de qué lado estemos y cuáles sean nuestras intenciones. El firewall está diseñado para dejar entrar solamente aquellos paquetes que cumplen con el criterio de selección. Este firewall tiene abiertos los puertos 80 y 25, que son literales puertas de entrada. Todo intento en los demás puertos será cancelado. El puerto 25 es usado para paquetes de correo, mientras que el puerto 80 es la entrada de los paquetes de Internet hacia el servidor web. Dentro del firewall, los paquetes son filtrados más concienzudamente. Algunos paquetes pasan fácilmente por la aduana y otros se ven más bien dudosos. El oficial del firewall no es fácilmente engañado, como en el caso de este paquete ping de la muerte, que trata de hacerse pasar un paquete ping normal. Para aquellos paquetes lo suficientemente afortunados o sanitos como para llegar hasta aquí, su jornada casi ha terminado. Están dirigidos hacia la interfaz para ser llevados hasta el servidor web. Actualmente un servidor web puede correr sobre diversas cosas, desde un mainframe, una webcam, hasta el computador de escritorio. ¿O por qué no en nuestro refrigerador? Con la configuración apropiada podríamos encontrar si hay los ingredientes para hacer pollo con salsa o si tiene que ir de compras. Recuerde, este es el amanecer de la red. Casi todo es posible. Uno por uno, los paquetes son recibidos, abiertos y desempacados. La información que contienen, esto es, nuestra solicitud de información, es enviada hacia la aplicación del servidor web. El paquete en sí es reciclado, listo para ser usado otra vez y llenado con la información solicitada. Etiquetado y enviado de regreso hacia nosotros. Regresa por el firewall del servidor web, router y a través de todo Internet. De vuelta a nuestro firewall corporativo y hasta nuestra interfaz en nuestro computador. Aquí es suministrado el navegador de Internet con la información solicitada. como por ejemplo esta película. Todo esto ocurre cada vez que usted busca o solicita una dirección en Internet. Nuestros confiados paquetes se dirigen felices hacia el ocaso de otro día más, sabiendo que han cumplido la voluntad de su amo, satisfechos con sus esfuerzos y confiando en un mundo mejor. ¿No es este un final feliz?
Okay, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, I share here the link in the chat. It is not in the material that you have.
Si quieres vender online,
Oh my
asegúrate
God.
de llamar la atención.
Give me a second. Okay, for everybody, if you want to watch, the link is here in the chat. Okay, so back to the presentation. Did you like this video?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I really like, because it explained in a very simplest way the very complex thing. No, I try to explain again, not so beautiful and so amazing like the guys did in the video, but I believe after you watch the video, you can understand this animation here. What's happening is things that you need to send a message, the sender to receive. Okay, give me a second. Okay, the sender to receive. You need to send a message. The problem is the message is very big. Okay, you need to break the message in the small piece, and the small piece is the package. Okay, it's the package that the video, the animation shown in the last video. Okay, like here, you have an emoji, you need to break the emoji in very small piece, and you need to send the point to A1, SP1 to SPB to receive. The first question is, you have multiple paths to acquire. It's the big idea of the network. Things, okay, you have only one, fix one example. You are in your home, in your house, okay, and you need to go to the campus of tech in the Mexico City. And you have only one path. And something happens, or two cars hit, some problem happens. You cannot, you miss an appointment that you have in the Mexico campus because you don't have an other path. The good idea, and the series works like that, you have multiple paths to go one place to other. It's like what happens in the internet. In the internet is the same. If you see here, to the senders, send the message to receive, you can go to this path, to this path, this one, or the combination. You can go here, go down, go to here, and go directly. Or you can go here, go up, back, go to here, and go to the destination. You have different paths to acquire the same destination. It is the main idea of the internet. It's what happens in the network. For example, when you type a WhatsApp message, for me, for example, to me, it's not go directly. You go to a different paths, okay? It's what the network does. And because this approach, in other words, you have the message, you break the message in batch, you go send this message to the routers and to the device in the middle of the internet, okay? And the package is break, and you, in the destination, you need to reassemble the message, the package in the message that you send. For example, you send this emoji here, okay? Like in this picture, send this emoji. You broke, and the destination, you need to reassemble to reset to show, to present the emoji again, okay? You have a lot of different tests to read. The first is, in this type of network, you cannot assure that the package arrive in the same sequence that you sent. For example, you broke in 10 pieces. You send the piece 1, piece 2, piece 3, piece 4, 5, 6, until 10. You don't have any assurance that you are the destination receive piece 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. No, you can receive the 10, 3, 4, 2 in the different order. And you need to, during the assembly, you need to reassemble in the correct order. Okay? In this type of network, in the any type of network, for example, you send 10 pieces or 10 packages, and the package 4 you lost for any reason. You lost, for example, when you arrive here, this router died, and the package stopped here, and you lost the package 4. Okay? The network needs to handle the situation. Sometimes you can regenerate the package that you lost with the other package. Sometimes you need to ask to the target or to sender, ask something like that. Oh, send again the packet 4, and the sender send the packet 4. Okay? Any questions? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
everything's okay.
An important thing in this type of technology is the protocol. We'll talk about protocol in the next week. But again, we'll talk about the protocol. What is the protocol? For example, another example. Fix our case. I speak Portuguese, you speak Spanish. Okay? I can understand a little Portuguese, you can understand, I'm sorry, I can understand a little Spanish, you can understand a little Portuguese, but I don't speak Spanish correctly, you don't speak Portuguese correctly, okay? How can enable the communication? How does we can enable the communication? How do? Using the protocol. In our case, you use the English, okay? Here you speak Spanish, I speak Portuguese, and you use English like a protocol to translate one message to other, okay? Protocols are sent, what's the protocol? A protocol is a set of rules, okay? Set of rules, okay? For example, in our case is homem, sorry, words that I know. For example, saudade em português is estranho em espanhol. Estranho-te, tenho saudade de você. Em português é estranho-te em espanhol. That in English is missed. Okay, I miss you. We can use English. For example, if I start the class say, "Oh guys, I miss you last week." You understand? I understand. It's what the protocol does. It's a set of rules. Okay, these rules define what do you want to do, the application. Where are you go, the addressing? How do you get there? The media type, for example, Wi-Fi, smartphones, networks, and others. And did you get there? Acknowledge error checking, for example. I taught something, but my pronunciation is not good. And you ask, oh, guy, professor, I didn't understand. Okay. And I try again to explain in another way or try to improve my pronunciation. Okay. There are any types of network. Okay. We will study it late, but not detailed. In the network course, we study in very detail next year, okay? The first one is the personal area network. What is a personal area network? Is the network that is personal, it's for me. I connect device that is mine, okay? Who can provide me an example of a personal area network that you use every day? One example, guys. Well, I give you an example. For example, my smartwatch, my smartphone, okay, my printer. I use this in my network, my computer. I use one type of network to connect everything. For example, I use Bluetooth. Am I correct? Bluetooth is an example of a private personal area network. Okay, why? Because Bluetooth I'm sorry. I didn't understand your question, Ernesto. Can a personal server? Yes, one server in your home. For example, a Bluetooth. I try to. My video stopped. Okay. In Bluetooth, one device can work like a server, and another device can a slave. Okay, it's like a master slave architecture. But yes, you can have a personal server. For example, you can have a device that has multiple interface. For example, my printer has Bluetooth and has Wi-Fi. Okay. I only use the Bluetooth when I'm very close to my printer. Okay, for example, I receive a message in my smartphone, my smartwatch, and my smartwatch only has Bluetooth. And my smartwatch, if I'm close to the printer, I can send the message to the printer. Okay, but if I'm far, like in another home, I need to use the Wi-Fi. The question here in the personal area network is the distance. You have meters here, okay? Only meters, like 2 or 3 meters, okay? The distance that you need to have to one device to other. Did I answer your question, Ernesto? Ernesto, did I answer your question? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. If I didn't answer, please ask again, okay? Another type of network is, I changed the color, is the local area network, okay? When you talk about local area network, I'm talking about a network that organize, for example, an office, a house, a small group of people or a small group of devices. For example, the network that the wireless network that you have in your home, okay, the Wi-Fi, your home Wi-Fi, is a local area network. The network that you connect the device from one specific office is a local area network. The tech network, okay, the Wi-Fi that you have in the campus is a local area network. A local area network connect device in around meters too, but maybe some things like 100 meters. Okay, one example of technology that you implement local area network is Wi-Fi. Okay, but you can say, oh, but I have the same, I use the same credentials when I'm here in the campus Mexico City or I'm in the campus Santa Fe. Yes, it's not a big problem, okay? But campus Santa Fe is a local area network. Campus Mexico City is another local area network. you use the same credential is because of the things, but it's not change the behavior or characteristics of the local area network. Any questions?
No.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
After what number of devices it stops being considered as a local area network, approximately?
It's not the definition of the local area network is not related to the number of devices. You can support, for example, thousands of devices. The definition local area network is related to place. Okay, it's a physical space used for the network. For example, again, campus Mexico City. You can have, for example, in the campus, I don't know how many students you have now in the campus Mexico City, but it's a very big number. Okay, if you count the students, professors, and all the faculties that you have there. Okay, it's a local area network. Okay, it's not about the number of devices, but it's about the organization of device. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Another type of network is the metropolitan area network. Okay, it's an amazing concept because in the past, a metropolitan area network is a network that connects one city. For example, things that you have one network that connects the campus Mexico City. You have one data center only, okay, to provide connection, to provide services to the campus Mexico City, campus Santa Fe. Okay, you have only one data center. The local area network from the Mexico City and local area network from the Santa Fe compound a metropolitan area network from TEC. Did you understand? The metropolitan area network is a network that connects different network, different LAN inside a city. Okay, it's very common, for example, into things about the builds of a government builds. Okay, you have different sites, and you need to connect all the sites in the same data center. You use a metropolitan area network. Here you talk about kilometers. Okay, and one example of wireless that connect this type of WiMAX. Okay, WiMAX it's like it's close to Wi-Fi. Okay, it's not equal. It's similar, but WiMAX is on technology that you implement wireless metropolitan area network. Okay, another one is to use a fiber ring. Okay, fiber ring is another technology that you used in the past a lot of time to connect a very high-speed backbone to connect to integrate different local area network. Okay, any questions? Again, the metropolitan area network is a network that connects different local area network inside the city. And finally, you have the wide area network. Who can give me one example of a wide area network that you use every day or every hour? One example of the wide area network.
The
Social-
internet itself.
The internet, the social network, yes, that's correct. Social networks is more it's more closer to application, but yes, you can use this concept. But internet is a good example because the internet you connect different networks around the globe, okay, around the world. One example of a wide area network. You have multiple campus of the tech. Am I correct? You have the campus Mexico City, you have a campus Guadalajara, you have the campus Monterrey, and others, okay? There are a lot of campus that tech has in the Mexico. To connect all the campus, we use one technology to connect all the campus. In the case of the tech, you use, for example, cloud, the cloud service. It's a type of wide area network. The wide area network is a network that connects different networks in the large space, in the large physical, different geographic locations. For example, you connect one site to the Mexico City, to another site in the Cancun, in another site in the France, and other this type of network. This network, one good characteristic is, for example, in the Wi-Fi, you can have very speed connections. For example, in the local area network, if you use cabling, you can have 1 gigabit Ethernet. For example, not in Wi-Fi, but if you use cable, you can have 1 Gbps, okay? The speed of the connection is a very, very big and fast. And the metropolitan, in metropolitan, you can have 1 giga, it's the same, okay? But most of the time, you have a smaller speed. But when you talk about the wide area network, is 10 megabits, 100 megabits, you change. You don't have a lot because it's very expensive. Sometimes using satellite, sometimes using technology, that is very expensive. It's the reason that you don't have a very big bandwidth. Okay, any questions? No?
No.
Okay, guys. Again, it's not so, it's important to try to memorize this concept, what is a PAN, LAN, MAN, and WAN, okay? But you discuss during the class today, and every time that you discuss about network, you use one of this concept, this term to, this technology I use in the metropolitan area network. Oh, this technology I use in the WAN. This technology is a local area network technology, okay? But you discuss about this topic, this concept, this term, a lot of time today and during our class, okay? So,